Careful, Robin. You've been making a lot of accusations lately.
I have evidence this time, okay? Edward didn't simply have a heart attack and then drive into the crowd of the carnival.
Why, did someone mess with his car?
Somebody messed with his heart. Edward, you ingested something that brought on a heart attack.
So who wants him dead?
The mayor's wife.
Andrea Floyd.
Edward, what happened here today was her fault, not yours.
Take it easy. Your heart rate's already spiking.
Look, I don't want anyone trying to contact my mother. Okay? I just want you to leave her out of it.
They just locked down the carnival site. We're still counting the injured.
And it's all my fault.
No, it's not.
Will you hear what Robin just uncovered?
Edward had a complete workup that showed his heart was just fine, and then he goes into cardiac arrest. I knew that they did a tox screen to check him for drug and alcohol levels, and it showed digitalis in his system.
I don't take digitalis.
Of course you don't. It could literally stop your heart with your medical history. So I went to the morgue, and I went through Andrea Floyd's effects, and there was an empty vial of digitalis in her purse.
I hope you didn't break the chain of evidence.
There was an Emmy as a witness.
You know, Andrea Floyd barely left my side during that whole carnival kickoff party. She kept wanting me to have a drink with her.
Andrea knew you'd have a coronary. What she couldn't imagine is that you would drive through the carnival and into her.
Yeah, that's pretty ironic.
Isn't it? Andrea set up Edward to die, and it ended up killing her.
Monica told me not to drive. I should never have gotten behind that wheel. And now I'll never forgive myself.
You know what? I want to get...
Hey, relax. Dominic, listen, I don't want to have you sedated.
I don't want you or anybody else trying to contact my mother.
We need to get a hold of your mother. Or your father, or somebody else in your family. If you need a transplant, your family is the difference between life and death.
I see now. Uh-oh. It's when a doctor comes to pray, things really can't be good.
Well, even I need a little help every once in a while.
Yeah, I've been looking for answers myself. A little bit hard to come by these days, even in here.
You told the front desk that you would be in here if there was any change in Dominic's case.
Is he okay?
So far, yeah. I just found it curious that you'd be willing to put yourself on record, all things considered.
Well, you know, I was in charge of the carnival. I just wanted to make sure that he's getting treated right, you know?
You know, when patients lie to their doctors at times, it ends up killing them, but for some reason, the patients still lie. For instance, in Dominic's case, I know the both of you are not being honest with me.
Why would you say that?
Olivia, I'm not here to judge. Dominic is my patient. The fact that you are his mother could make a significant difference in his treatment. Am I right that neither Sonny or Dominic know that they're father-son?
How did you know that, Patrick? Nobody could possibly know that.
Olivia,
I got you that.
Relax. Listen to me. I didn't say anything. But the fact of the matter is your son is not in good shape. If he needs a kidney transplant, you've got a lot of explaining to do.
Okay, you're right. You're right. I need to get myself tested. I need to get all my brothers tested. Maybe we could even test Sonny for a match, but we cannot tell Sonny that there's any kind of a genetic connection.
You really think that Sonny's going to give a kidney to someone that he doesn't know?
Can't we just cross that bridge when we get to it, Patrick?
Sonny is Dominic or Dante's father. Olivia, Sonny has a right to know what's at stake. Andrea Floyd had to kill Edward.
Andrea Floyd's husband, the mayor, was having an affair with his aide, Brianna Hughes. Andrea had followed them both to the Metro Court to, I guess, confront the mayor and Brianna. Brianna had already hit her head in the shower.
So what? The wife whacks the mistress over the head to make it look like an accident?
Right. There were blunt, heavy objects in the room that could do the job, but were small enough to sneak out of the hotel room.
In that big, ugly handbag that you asked me about, the one that Andrea was carrying.
You remember seeing Andrea Floyd in the hotel that day?
Yes. At the end of the corridor, right outside the room where that poor girl was killed.
Once she realized that you could put her at the scene of the crime, Andrea slipped you the digitalis.
Can't believe she could be that cold.
Yeah, Andrea Floyd didn't want to lose her husband or his political career.
I just still don't understand how you got involved, Robin.
I just wanted to prove Alexis innocent. I didn't want Andrea to get away with murder. I didn't want her to die either.
I'm going to run all this by forensics. With the toxicology report, the digitalis evidence, I'm sure you'll be exonerated of all charges.
Thank you, my dear girl.
So now Mr. Quarterman can get better, right?
Yeah. We'll let you rest.
Thank you.
You need to tell me exactly how you know so much about my business.
I overheard a conversation between you and Kate when she was in the hospital after being shot in the church.
And this is the first you're telling me? You've known this for almost a year.
It wasn't any of my business before. But now it is because he's my patient. And Sonny or one of his sons could be a donor if he needs a transplant.
And what if he doesn't need a transplant?
I have a patient who's gravely ill. He has a right to know that the little boy that he saved is his brother. Or that on the other side of that door there's family that cares about him. I'd want to know.
I was 15 years old when I got pregnant. I didn't tell Sonny that he was the father. And I didn't tell my kid because I didn't want him growing up with a gangster for father, okay?
That's your choice. But it doesn't change the fact that Dominic, he needs the best care possible, and I'm the one that give it to him. And Olivia, I don't think you would jeopardize your son's life just to keep a secret.
But keeping his secret does protect his life. Okay. Okay, if he needs this transplant, I will tell the secret. I will blow it sky high. All right, I will tell my boy that Sonny is his father. And I'll tell Sonny that Dominic is Dante. And that it's his son.
Must be proud of yourself. Busted that case wide open just like you said you would. Thank you.
I pushed Andrea pretty hard, which made her desperate, and then her only solution was to try and kill Edward. And really, if I had handled things differently, maybe this whole tragedy could have been avoided.
I'm gonna be selfish for a minute here. What happened was a tragedy, there's no doubt about that. Andrew died, neither one of us wanted that. But what's hardest for me to swallow is that Andrew could have just as easily tried to kill you. So in spite of everything, that's my silver lining.
It's funny, I never felt in danger.
Get that from your mother.
And my father.
That's true.
I feel like I have the tiniest bit of an idea what it feels like to accomplish a mission.
You should be proud of yourself. You were smart. You were committed. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. It means a lot to me.
You're welcome.
I promise I'll be more careful next time.
Oh, come on. Please, no, next time.
What do you mean? You know what it's like to be good at something? You know, you get addicted. Maybe that's why I went into medicine. It's kind of the same. Figuring out problems, solving mysteries. Can't waste a talent like that. Oh, maybe I should start reading Nancy Drew to Emma at nighttime. It's in her genes, too.
Just don't cut into my NASCAR time with her. Excuse me. Oh, I'm glad you're all here. I've got Dominic's test results.